Domestic flights resume in country except Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal. In Guwahati, passengers throng airport much before scheduled time. Eid celebrated across India with namaz being offered at home. Northeast also joins the rest of the nation. Nagaland reports 3 corona cases. Recovery rate reaches 41% in country. First wave of floods affects 4 districts in Assam. In Arunachal Pradesh, incessant rains trigger landslides. And Tripura remembers Qazi Nazrul Islam on his 121st birth anniversary. Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. With greetings to all our viewers of Doordarshan Kendra Guwahati on the auspicious occasion of Eid ul-Fitr, this is Sangeeta Bhattacharjee. Now with the details. In national news first, domestic flights in the country resumed operations today except in Andhra Pradesh and West Bengal. The flight operations from Vijayawada and Vizag airports in Andhra Pradesh began today. Civil Aviation Minister Hardeep Singh Puri said flight operations in West Bengal will recommence from Thursday on a limited scale. Chairman of the Airport Authority of India, Arvind Singh, said the airports in the country are fully prepared for the flight operations. He informed that all arrangements have been made at the airports to ensure contactless boarding to prevent any chances of contagion. The passengers will have to wear protective gear such as gloves and masks while entering the airport. All passengers except children below 14 years must be registered on the Arogya Setu app. Passengers were made to walk through screening zone for thermal screening before entering the terminal building. In Assam, as flight operations resumed on Monday, the Lukopriya Gopinath Bordolo International Airport in Guwahati saw a flurry of activity with passengers arriving at the airport much ahead of the scheduled time. State Health and Family Welfare Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma was also present at the airport. Here is more from our reporter Mridushmita.
Only 8 flights were operational as most flights connected to Kolkata and Hyderabad stand cancelled. Many passengers were seen arriving at the airport much ahead of the scheduled departure, unsure of the procedures to be followed while boarding.
दिल्ली में तो फिलहाल तो वहाँ पर तो ऐसे ही हम लोग यूनिट से आए और वहाँ से दे दिया वहाँ पर तो वहाँ से अभी फिलहाल फास्ट फ्लाइट चला है वहाँ पर अभी तक कोई देखे नहीं हम.
State Health and Family Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma, who was present at the Guwahati airport, talked about the quarantine arrangements mandatory for the passengers.
We want that people should come and sector should be closed as early as possible, because if you go on lingering, then things will linger, we will have flood. So from Assam point of view, we want that before 10th June, let the people come, whoever wants to come. Then we'll have 14 days thereafter. So by 30th June, we will be able to close this sector, because from July we have to prepare for flood.
Proper sanitization measures were witnessed at the LGBI airport. The airport director Ramesh Kumar, while talking to us, said that almost 600 passengers arrived in Guwahati on Monday.
And all precautions, safety measures have been taken place in terms of sanitation, disinfection of baggages, then screening of the passengers by infrared thermometers, by APHO officials, and then Arogya Setu app. Then 100% web check-in. All measures are being taken place, including social distancing.
Domestic flights have resumed from today as due to the lockdowns in the last 2 months, it was stopped due to the coronavirus pandemic. Here in Guwahati International Airport, there were as total of 16 flights that will be operating here in and inbound from Guwahati to Imphal and Delhi. So far, 600 passengers are expected to reach Guwahati. This is Mridushmita for DD Assam.
Meanwhile, in Meghalaya, Deputy Chief Minister Preston Tingson on Saturday informed that all persons returning to the state will have to undergo an RT-PCR test. He said flight services in the state will resume between Umroi and Kolkata by next week. This is in view of the decision taken by Ministry of Civil Aviation to make air services operational. On the other hand, special trains have been arranged from Telangana, Haryana, Delhi and Jaipur to ferry stranded citizens of Meghalaya, and they will arrive in Guwahati railway station on Sunday and next week. Eid-ul-Fitr is being celebrated across the country today. The festival heralding the end of the fasting month of Ramzan was celebrated in parts of the country on Saturday. Shahi Imam of Delhi Jama Masjid, Syed Ahmed Bukhari, has appealed to people not to come to mosques to offer prayers and offer namaz at home in view of the pandemic. The Shahi Imam has urged people to take precautions and maintain social distancing while celebrating the auspicious festival. President, Vice President and Prime Minister have greeted the people on the occasion of Eid-ul-Fitr. In his message, President Ramnath Kovind said the festival is an expression of love, peace, brotherhood and harmony. In his message, Vice President Venkaiah Naidu said the festival fortifies the spirit of compassion, charity and generosity in the society. In his message, Prime Minister Narendra Modi hoped the festival will further the spirit of compassion, brotherhood and harmony. Northeast also celebrated Eid along with the rest of the country. In Manipur, Governor Dr. Najma Heptullah and Chief Minister N. Biren Singh have conveyed their greetings to the people on the occasion. In a message, Dr. Heptullah said the holy festival spreads the message of peace, brotherhood and universal love. Chief Minister N. Biren has also greeted the people and called upon the people to maintain social distancing in the face of COVID-19 pandemic. In Tripura also, Eid-ul-Fitr is being celebrated across the state today. Imam of Agartala Jama Masjid, Abdur Rahman, has appealed to people not to come to mosques to offer prayers, instead offer namaz at home in view of the COVID-19 pandemic. In Assam, 3 COVID patients from Guwahati Medical College Hospital were discharged this afternoon. Health and Family Welfare Minister Himanta Biswa Sharma was present at the GMCH during their release. 13-year-old Champa, who had gone outside the state for open heart surgery, came back to Assam and got infected. But mother Pushpa Saikia, who was all along with her daughter, resisted the infection. Other 2 patients released today were Nitul Khaun and Boshudha Patwari. Meanwhile, at 5:50 p.m., Dr. Sharma tweeted that total corona positive cases in Assam now stand at 514 with 48 new ones.
13 তাৰিখে তেওঁক আমি ছোৱালীজনীক কণমানি শিশুটিক আমি পজিটিভ হিচাপে পাইছিলো 23 আৰু 24 তাৰিখে আমি 2 গৰাকীকে নেগেটিভ হিচাপে আমি পালো তাৰ পিছত বাকি
In Northeast, Nagaland has reported 3 confirmed positive cases of COVID-19 with 2 persons in Dimapur and 1 in Kohima. The cases were detected from among the returnees from Chennai. The test reports were received this morning, which were conducted at the BLS-3 laboratory in Naga Hospital Authority, Kohima. This was informed by Principal Secretary, Health and Family Welfare, Menukhol John, during a press briefing at Kohima today. On the other hand, the number of corona positive remains 1 in Arunachal Pradesh, 14 in Meghalaya, 1 in Mizoram, 1 in Sikkim, while in Tripura it has gone up to 191 and in Manipur 32. In Assam, the number of corona positive is rapidly on the rise. The situation may take a more complicated turn with the resumption of domestic air travel. Here is more from our reporter Kamal Bora.
In the last 24 hours, more than 100 persons have been detected as COVID-19 positive in the state, due to which total number of infected persons rose to 466 till 4 o'clock today. If we talk about today particularly, so far 74 persons have been detected till 4 o'clock as COVID-19 positive, out of which 43 persons are from Golaghat. What we saw in the past that mostly cases were reported from Golaghat districts only, but today situation is totally different. Whatever cases have been detected today, all are imported, not homegrown cases have been detected today, because since people are coming, thousands of people are coming every day in the state, due to which the total number has rose to in a maximum today, and the number is increasing at a very speedy rate. So today the matter of relief is that mostly the cases are from quarantine centers, and no homegrown cases are coming up frequently. This is a matter of relief so far. Another good news is that another 5 persons have been released today, 3 from Guwahati and 2 in Jorhat district, due to which total number of discharged persons has become 66. Right now 397 persons are there in various hospitals taking treatment of COVID-19. This is a matter of relief, but let me tell you one more thing, that since people are coming at large by train or road transportation, from today air service has also started, due to which more persons will be coming in the day to come, which will make this critical time more challenging. But state government has assured that they are going to face all the situation, all the challenges with a winning spirit only. This is Komal Bora with camera person Mrinal from Guwahati for DD Home.
The Union Health and Family Welfare Ministry has said a total of 57,721 people affected with coronavirus have been cured, and the recovery rate has reached 41.57% in the country. During the last 24 hours, 3,280 people have recovered and 6,977 fresh cases of COVID-19 have been reported, taking the total number of cases to 1,38,845. This is the highest spike in the fresh cases. The Health Ministry said 154 deaths have been registered in the last 24 hours, taking the nationwide toll to 4,021. Globally, the total cases stand at 55,24,119 with 3,47,069 deaths and 23,15,305 recovered. In the USA, total cases stand at 16,86,436 with 99,300 deaths and a recovery of 4,51,745. In Brazil, the total cases stand at 3,65,213 with 22,746 deaths and 1,49,911 recovered. In Russia, the total cases stand at 3,53,427 with 3,633 deaths and 1,18,798 recovered. In Assam, nearly 11,000 people have been affected in 4 districts in the first wave of flood this year. Parts of Lakhimpur, Sonitpur, Dorong and Gwalpara districts have been affected due to floods. Surging waters washed away a portion of road at Agia in Gwalpara district. The State Disaster Response Force and National Disaster Response Force teams are deployed at Gwalpara district in relief and rescue operation. In Arunachal, incessant rain recorded in several parts of the state during the last several days have resulted in landslides in different places in the state. Many areas in East Siang district have gone underwater. Landslides have affected water supply in some parts of capital Itanagar. Water level of the Siang River in East Siang district is on the rise, though it is still below the danger mark. Meanwhile, district administration has issued an advisory and directed all concerned officials to take necessary measures if the situation worsens. In Lohit district, water levels of streams have also reported a rise. In Tripura, Chief Minister Biplab Kumar Deb today paid floral tributes to Qazi Nazrul Islam on his 121st birth anniversary at Nazrul Kalakshetra, Agartala. Poet, writer and musician Qazi Nazrul Islam was born on May 25, 1899 at Churulia village in Burdwan district of West Bengal. Nazrul had inspired people to fight against injustice and repression of colonial rule through his writings. Well, that brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.